We have new information just into our newsroom about that manhunt in Arivaca. Now, according to the Pima County Sheriff's Department, the man that they have been looking for has been identified and sought out as a man wanted for homicide. Take a look here. This is 46-year-old Vicente Raimundo Nunez Ulate. The suspect is armed and dangerous, and now a small town is still left on edge with few answers at this time. Now, Arivaca is just over 10 miles from the Mexican border near Sahuarita. Yesterday, it was caught in the middle of that massive manhunt. And right now, that is where we find News 4 Tucson's chief investigative reporter, Corus Nylander. Now, Corus, you've been out there this entire day speaking to a lot of residents out there with their reactions. What do we know so far regarding this developing story?
You know, Angelique, these new details from the sheriff's office just came down a few minutes ago. I do have to clear up, he is not wanted for homicide, but a questioning about a homicide here in Arivaca recently. Also has several felony aggravated assault and domestic violence warrants. That's what they were looking for him for. They tracked him down here to Arivaca. They sent in a SWAT team and detectives from the domestic violence task force to try and arrest him, but they say he fled off into a desert area just north of Arivaca here. That led to that massive manhunt, which essentially shut this small town down for several hours. This has been a point of real concern for many of the residents I spoke to out here today.
They need to be letting the population know what this person looks like, his height, weight, hair color, everything.
This Arivaca resident who doesn't want to be identified is upset with the lack of information being shared by the Pima County Sheriff's Department about what led to this small town essentially being shut down for several hours Monday night as they searched for an armed and dangerous man.
They had 2 helicopters in there. They had 2 SWAT teams. They had 24 Border Patrol in there trying to find him, but he's still out there.
It was quite frightening, especially because I have a child, and a lot of us were very, very unprepared for this and not expecting something so crazy as a manhunt like this.
Sarah Wilkie, a mother to a young child, is still worried about this dangerous man being on the loose. She was sure with the amount of resources out here, there was no way he could slip away. When
they called it off, we were all shocked and surprised. We could not believe it.
You guys try to keep your eyes open, see if you could help out and find this guy?
Absolutely. These guys are tough down here.
Gary Cheatwood is part of a large group of hunters in town for the season. Being armed to the teeth, they tried to do all they could to try and find the suspect.
Well, we kind of, today, Glassman, we looked real close. Everywhere we could look. Just not hoping not to run into trouble.
And now, of course, with this new information from the sheriff's office, their concerns about a lack of description has now have been resolved. But still, this man is out on the loose. Some very serious things that they're wanting to talk to him about at this point. They do have a $1,000 reward put out for anyone that can give them any information about his whereabouts. We'll keep you updated as there's certainly a lot more details to develop in this frightening story out here in Arivaca. We're live tonight from Arivaca. Corus Nylander, News 4 Tucson.